Today we have a new episode for you. So this is episode 3. I'm here with Didi. We're gonna talk about breaking, haircuts, and what haircuts and breaking mean. Maybe if we can get into some topics on how to keep your hair maintained and all that. So we got 2 special guests here. These are the 2 guys that I look up to. They've helped me since I was about 15 years old. So we represent a squad called Next of Kin, a local community breaking squad. So this is over here, Nerve, and we got Gomo as well in the chair. Yeah, so let's get to the cutting and we'll start building from there.
For sure. So this is the first time I'm meeting you guys.
Yeah.
So you guys are like, these guys, Farzam's telling me you guys are OG breakdancers.
Yes, for sure.
Breakers. Is that the right way to say it? I don't want to offend anybody.
Yeah, what do we say? Breakdancing, b-boys? What do you guys like to be called?
Say whatever you want. Breaker. Yeah,
Breaking makes the most sense. Yeah.
So
Breaking makes the most sense?
how'd you guys get into it? What was the inspiration behind it? Did you guys see somebody? Because I know from what I've heard, Gomo, you're one of the OGs. Farzam's always talking about, kind of, was it you started with the scene, or what was the whole process?
Actually, I started with meeting Bong, one of our cameramans right now.
Yeah.
It was a music class, I think it was. We were doing a music class tour, and then during the halftime, these guys came on and just started breaking. And I think that was the first time I was yo. Then yeah, seeing it in real life,
And it was just something about the movement, or was it,
Yeah, I think it was always in my lifetime, seeing gymnastics, even watching Limp Bizkit, you see it in the music video.
Pretty bad.
Yeah, and then that was the first time seeing it in person.
Yeah.
So that kind of changed the game.
Yeah.
And then from there, they introduced me to You Got Served.
Okay, that was the whole.
I saw them.
And do you feel like that was kind of what set you into really loving the breakdancing scene?
It wasn't the scene yet. At that time, me and Charles were just trying to break in our school.
Yep.
Actually, this is a pretty funny story. We would practice in the hallway, and one of our teachers came and he's like, "Yo, you guys still do that? Breaking is dead."
Oh shit!
And then me and Bong just look at each other and we're like, "Yo, we're the last ones to break. You gotta represent."
Shit.
And that's where it started.
You 2 went to school together, right? You and Lance?
No, me and Bong, they were to school together.
Okay.
And then our teacher kind of led us to YMCA. Miss Lam Non Tang is her name, and she kind of told us, oh, there's this actual breaking community, and they're at the YMCA at Heritage.
Wow.
And we decided to check it out, and that's where I met Lance.
Yes. And that was the first time you met Lance, eh? Yeah. And Lance, sorry to interrupt. Oh, no. How was it for you? What got you into this scene?
For me, is actually my older cousin. So he's a part of the original Roots. Before them, they had a couple other crews, which is Serving Me Soul and Constant Mayhem. But I was just I'm really close with my older cousins, and we were there for a Christmas party that they hold every year. And we were upstairs playing N64, and he came, got me, and he was like, "Yo, come downstairs, check this out." And I go downstairs, and there were 2 people there that were breaking when I went down, and it was B-Boy Presto and React Jim Monkey, rest in peace.
Rest in peace, man.
But for me, that was the first time I saw it, and what I saw was basically just Presto and Jay having a halo competition, who could rip the most halos in a small spot. And Jay's like, "Yo, I feel like I could do 5," and just does the craziest movement I've ever seen, right?
No way.
And I didn't know what it was, but after that, I was just like, "Yo, Chris, can you teach me some stuff? Show me a couple things, and show me some footwork upstairs." After that, I started breaking with him a lot.
Yeah.
Just learning from him, because he was teaching at a studio, and he would just get me to swing by there.
Right.
Because it was by my junior high school at the time, right? Mm-hmm. And couple years there, I got to meet a few of the people that were taking classes with him. Mm-hmm. And then one of them was this guy named Julian.
Is this Julian that I'm thinking of?
Yeah, Powerhead Julian, right?
Powerhead Julian, nice.
Yeah, so me and Julian were doing a few 2-on-2s at the time when we started getting into jams and competitions. And then Julian actually ended up going to the YMCA, and he went with a few other people and then told me about it. So then we started going there to practice, and then after a couple of weeks or a year, Gomo and Bong showed up too, and then
The rest was history.
essentially.
Now you guys have a whole crew going on. What is it called? Next of Kin.
Yeah.
That's the kid. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we established that back in like 2015, was it right? There was a moment during COVID where everyone like lived in one place, so it was a super like welcoming space where we could all just hang out during COVID and literally just break and get better at like certain skills. And it was so nice to just have a spot where everyone could come in when everyone had nothing to do, you know? So that was nice. And then during that time, I was just learning how to cut hair. So these guys were my guinea pigs. I would be like, you know, taking them in, giving them haircuts here and there. Cause like it's strange, cause with barbering, it's really big in the breaking community. Like there's so many barbers that are breakers, right?
Oh, wow.
So everywhere you look, there's always like a barber in one breaking crew, you know? I guess I'm that guy. Yeah, I'm that guy.
Say a word. And was it like, do you feel like during that time, was it easier because of the whole COVID situation? Like, do you think it was easier to, I'm assuming it was, but like, was it easier to get along and kind of build that crew, or did it take a while to get to that stage?
No, it took a while because every crew has their like ups and downs, right? And
Okay.
like things that like kind of just build a relationship within people, right? It's just like
Okay.
if you were to own a barbershop,
Right.
and in the barbershop you have to build a team now, right? In that barbershop. If everyone gets along in the team, we build the shop. We're gonna be looking out for each other. We're gonna help each other grow, and then we're building something together, right? So it's something kind of like that kind of a vibe.
And so what made you guys want to accept Farzam into the crew?
Yeah, what made you guys want me in
I
the
bet you
crew?
Farzam never asked that question
Dude,
before,
I'm
bro.
so annoying, man. Nobody wants me in their crew.
It's like, yo, this guy can spit on his head. What was it?
No, I think at the time, like, me and Gomo talked about it.
Yeah.
It was a kind of a transition period for us, right? Because a lot of our crew from the Wookiees, the floor Wookiees, had stopped breaking for a bit, and we were kind of looking to continue to keep pushing ourselves, right? But like, I guess when we talked about it, it was people that were like-minded or just kind of in the same like mind frame that we're usually in, that we were looking for.
Yeah.
And like we used to like to, you know, party as well at the time and stuff like that, or we were looking for people that kind of were looking for a crew or family as well, or, you know, had crews that had stopped at the same time too. So Farzam was one of the people that we talked about that kind of fit that mold, I think, right?
Nice.
Is that kind of where you were going from it too?
Yeah, I think like the idea of Next of Kin was pretty much a bunch of leftover guys from crews that everyone stopped breaking. Like Farzam had his own old crew, Straight to It, right?
Yeah.
And I
That was the name.
Straight
Do it.
Straight to It, yeah. And then no one was really breaking, or what was up with
Yeah, basically everyone retired, man. People don't understand how much breaking hurts, man. We're like 32, 34, and we're still trying to make it happen, you know?
Because you guys have been doing it for, you said you've been doing it for 15 years?
No, 50 years, bro.
No, not
How-
50. Excuse my French.
My
No,
God, bro.
15, 10?
Yeah, no, it's been about almost like 16 years, yeah. I started when I was 15, you know, so.
And so
we're
that
pushing.
means for you guys been for how long now?
Yeah, we were just talking about it. I think I just spent my 21 year.
Yeah, so that'll be 23 for me.
Yeah, started 2005, 2004.
Yeah. I think mine was 02, 03, so that makes sense.
And to this day, you guys still like don't feel like, oh, this is the last dance kind of thing.
I mean, for me, it's just more so like I just try to keep doing it because I enjoy, you know, like regardless of where I'm at physically and stuff like that. I think I'll be doing it for as long as I can, right? As long as my body allows.
Yeah.
Whether that's in still competing or just doing it for myself, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I guess kind of like any other art form too. Like once you're in it, I don't know if you could stop it kind of thing, right? Of course, our purpose changes. Like I used to be competitive and just doing digs and stuff like that, but I kind of like stepped away from that. And mostly breaking is just for my health these days, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. Staying my body moving, things like that. Yeah.
And I love the fact about breaking is like there's so many aspects of it. Like with breaking, like when we show up, we want to look good. We want to make sure our hair looks good. We want to make sure our shoes look good, because everything is about style and looking the part, right? So when a lot of the clients like that come to me, a lot of them are from the breaking scene, which I respect a lot, because like I put so much time into it. Now they're putting time into me and trusting me with what I do. And so if it wasn't for the breaking community, it would have been really hard for me to like build a clientele, right? So everybody needs haircuts.
So the presentation also plays a big role into like your performance as well, would you say?
Presentation of like the
Like your aesthetics.
yeah.
Your...
What do you guys feel like when you get a haircut?
Oh man, for sure. Like I typically, if my hair is out of control, I'll go for a cut before a jam. Because
Yeah.
yeah,
You feel fresh, man. You feel light.
That helps with the confidence and all that, eh?
I don't know. Like I have this talk with my wife. She thinks it's funny because like during COVID, I would be practicing at home, but even before practicing at home, I brush my teeth like right before practice.
Yeah.
And Cass would just be like, why you do that? I'm like, well, for me, it's like look good, feel good, do good, right? And,
Exactly.
yeah, and like I kind of like I don't know. I feel like that does factor into it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's kind of like our quotes too. Like most of the time, like if you feel good in it, you probably look good doing it.
yeah,
No, I don't have pick a lot of like, even like sweatpants versus jeans. Like
Yeah.
I would wear jeans depending on the type of flow I would
Yeah.
like to do that.
Jeans at the competition.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Just
Like
creates at a different weight.
okay,
Um,
wouldn't that like restrict mobility or?
It does, but I think they just learn to go through it.
Okay.
A lot of people used to ask me why I break with watches, and it's kind of the same thing. Like, if I'm more careful in not damaging my watch, it kind of makes me a bit cleaner in my performance. With shoes too, I would say, right? Jam with white shoes, you don't want to just even crook it up.
yeah, fair. Yeah, no, I fully agree with that. For me, it's a shoes thing too. Like it's like if you ever dance on concrete, you do specific footwork because you want to keep them clean, right? Stuff like that, or just specific moves, right? So you're not, yeah.
Yeah, the other tough thing for us is like obviously we spin on our head and we're like always on the floor, right? So it's scary to know that that's also what we're sacrificing. Like we're sacrificing something that means a lot to a lot of people, right? So
The hair, yeah, that's
so-
that's an important factor, right?
start to see bald spots and you kind of like change the way you move a little bit, you know, just for a
so
few
funny
months.
you say that. Like,
Yeah.
so how do you manage that? You know, like, I'm assuming that's a common theme amongst dancers. Like, is it through head spinning? How do you get like?
Yeah, it's been talking about bars. I mean, you mentioned kind of like cyst buildup.
Okay.
That kind of got me thinking about that, and as I started teaching my students, there were certain things I started taking note of. One of it is, I think in our time, it probably would take us like 5 years plus to get a head spin, and that's kind of training it down wherever we can. So it could just be like in the hallways, sometimes even in the concrete, you know.
So it's all like different types of
Right. So
material messing up your head, eh?
that kind of got me in that direction. So when I started teaching at a studio, I started with making sure my students got head spins within a year, so they won't have to drill it as much anymore. And that was like the first key point. So now, pretty much most of my students that can head spin, they don't have a bald spot yet. They have yet.
Yes, yeah.
That means they got to do the upkeep of now keeping it clean.
Right.
So
And then how do you manage that? Like, what do you? Is there?
Yeah, what are the things we were talking about? Like we were saying, like one step is like always making sure you're washing your hair, especially the area that you're spinning on.
Okay.
Yeah. So
getting the dirt off. So usually now I just try to keep a healthy scalp. A lot of things I wear too is kind of like, I was kind of looking into what causes hair loss, and they mentioned 3 main things. One of is inflammation, which obviously we do in breaking.
yes,
Right.
a lot.
The second one was like DHT, So that probably comes through our genes and passing down.
What is that? G?
DHC, that's kind of like
a hormone.
testosterone.
Oh,
like a kid, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
And the last one is just diet. So
Oh.
for me, my parents didn't have like hair loss, so I kind of ruled out DHT.
Yep.
And inflammation and diet kind of makes sense. So that was like the next thing I started.
Right.
Yeah.
So trying to watch and
Yeah.
mitigate.
We've been we've been trying to make sure it's a routine that we always wash our head spin toques. We're always making sure that they're clean. We're always making sure that our area where we're spinning on, it's always hydrated, making sure it's like always just like not flaky, you know, because like once you start to see your hair flaking and your scalp start to flaking, you know that like it's dry. So you want to just keep that area hydrated. Yeah, but other than that, like a lot of us, you know, balding is natural. So it's like, you know, it's in the world, it's in our DNA, you know. So it's like it happens, but you know.
I see it like monks too. Like you just put in the works, whatever.
Yeah.
So, Ron.
Yeah, I'm bad for it.
You have.
My
I don't see any bald spots.
no. Oh, I feel like it's starting to thin.
Okay.
Yeah, for me, the way I manage it is acceptance.
Yeah. That's a big factor,
And
right?
that's like a big thing in like what breaking culture people steal, right? The irritability part.
Oh, is it?
I did so. Yeah, I just kind of like accepting it is also part of hygiene. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I need to be better though. So actually, some of the stuff you guys said, like I didn't even know about.
Really,
So I
eh?
have to start applying it.
Bro, we're out here changing lives, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, slowly.
That's sick. No, I mean, those are the things, honestly, not many people pay attention to their scalp and their, at least to their hair loss and any of those factors, right? It's until like it actually gets serious, and that's when you're starting to look for the solutions. And at that point, I think you've hit a, like, I wouldn't say generally, but some of the times you kind of already missed that mark where you could have like mitigated it, you know what I mean? So when you guys say like, you know, when you're breaking and you got to make sure you know massage, well, like the scalp, to make sure the material underneath is proper and such. Those things play a big role too.
Yo, did you watch the breaking Olympics, Didi? I know you didn't, but we did for sure.
No, honestly, I didn't get a chance to,
You
man.
didn't get a chance to.
So what was this whole? Like, was that the first time they went to the Olympics?
Yeah, that was the
breaking?
first time. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. And so how did people from Canada place?
Man, Canada did great.
Oh yeah.
Phil Wizard actually ended up taking the gold medal, right? So
Phil Wizard. That's a guy from.
out in Vancouver.
Oh, sick. And you guys know him personally, kind of braked with him before?
I don't know if Gomo's a little bit closer, but I bet him here and there, yeah.
Okay. So Gomo, seeing that, like you've trained with this guy before.
Yeah, I moved to Vancouver for school.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just don't like to train with too many people. So
Fair.
Phil, Vern, Ash Complex, but like the guys I usually spend a lot of time with.
Okay.
And yeah, we made a crew called Tangerine Dream. Or they already had that crew, and as a nice that they invited me into it. When I moved to Vancouver, that's pretty much how I got to know a lot of those guys.
So like describe that experience as like you train with this guy, you've seen this guy's first hands, and now they're on the big stage. And I'm sure I'm assuming most breakers want to get to that stage. Yes or no? Like be on the international stage, or is it more like a...
For me, like I think it's just personal, depending on, like, you know, what you're trying to accomplish, like yourself, right? So and what breaking is to you. Like for some people, like I know people who break and don't enter any camps, right? They just
And they're still dope. They're
yeah,
still amazing.
just for that, right? So
Fair.
I think it is a goal for a lot, if not like the majority.
Yeah? Okay.
But I wouldn't say it's the goal for all.
Fair.
But I think a lot of people would love to be on that stage, right? And would love to be able to represent themselves and their crews, their countries, on a stage like
On
that.
that international stage.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
And then, so sorry, I know you were gonna say something. So going for you seeing that, like, how was that experience? You already trained with this guy. now you've already got a style. Does that make you like? Is there any questions in your head like?
No, that
Do you want to smoke him? Is that the real question you're trying to ask him?
actually it'd be cool. Like I do use like, I think it's really so that he's at this level and like me breaking beside him kind of lets me see where I'm at in an international level, right? That's so 2 inches. Pretty much what Lance said. It's not really for everybody. Like I think that stage is way too stressful for me, so it's kind of cool to see
Somebody
how Phil handled it all. And yeah, it's not, and it's kind of cool to see like, I guess the lineage too, the inspiration, you know, as even from the Wookiees, we all shared moves and just had different versions. And then that traveled to like next of kin. So I think it's cool where you kind of just like experience like sharing with people, and then you kind of see the evolution of that, where that takes to. So that was kind of cool to see play. It's like, oh, cool. It's kind of like seeing the Canadian style develop in the world stage. And then you start to see like people start to dance like Canadian style, and it's like, whoa, man! Like I never thought Canadian would be like that at that level, you know? Yeah.
So would you say like the Canadian culture or the Canadian style is more like a mesh of different, like, because Canada is a melting pot of different cultures, right? So you got people coming from Asia, you got people coming from, man, South America. So is it a fusion of like different? I don't know the scene, so if you were to explain that.
I think it is like a fusion that came from like where Canada originally started.
Okay.
Especially you got like Vancouver, a lot of like Japan, Vancouver exchange students are been in out, so I could see that happening. But breaking also comes from the East Coast, and then Canada being super spread out, it's kind of, the style does change like from west to east in those another. Yeah.
Wow.
So I would say even Calgary's got its own like identity, being like in the middle, the prairies, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think now like what Gordon was saying, it's kind of more spread out. Like every city kind of has like their own thing. I think early on, like from my experience, Canada was really known for threading styles.
Yeah.
And that was like a focus for a lot of people. Like even when we went down to the US, like Texas, that one guy was like, "Oh man, you guys from Canada, so you got all those threads, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, we probably have a few." But I think like as you get influenced by others and you get like you see others you know, through videos, through in interactions in person, like your style develops, right? So it doesn't just stay as that one either.
Because it's all sharing, right? It's like you go travel somewhere, like breaking can be a very ego-driven sport or art, I guess, right? And like everyone's trying to like be the person that created something and held on to that style or that movement. And it's very hard for us to like give something away and be okay with like somebody flying with what we gave them, you know? So it's hard for us to accept being like, hey, I was the one that influenced this person and now their movement is influenced by me, but I get no recognition out of it. And I think that's also with barbering as well, right? With barbering, there's so many people online now that are like Instagram barbers that do some phenomenal work, but then you have other people that do the same type of work. They'll post it and they'll get better like traction just because their marketing is better, right? So that is also something that we have to remember.
No, that's well said, man.
Yeah.
Talking to you about that barbering, it's a real thing. I've only been doing it for a year now, and I'm already seeing it, right? So you're seeing like the kind of the raw nature of, I guess, the art, because it can be dog eats dog world, but it can also be like if somebody really likes you and likes your style and sees potential in you, they can really they'll take the time to take you under their wing and develop you. But now it's how do you find that? And then that's going through like trial and error or finding a different shop or through connections. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wonder, like, does barber have like evolution of style? Because that's kind of like how
Yes,
breaking
it
goes.
does. Yes, it really does. I feel like old school barbering and barbering nowadays is very different, right? Old school barbering, we had like clippers where you hand held it and you would just like, it's kind of like scissors, but it's like a clipper end, right? So your hand clipper, and then you got like most of it was scissor work, right? Now nobody really knows how to use scissors, and then they're just mainly just sticking to fades. And like obviously, I'm still learning. You know, we're not gonna like be the best at it, but we're still like learning from other people and taking things that will actually like develop our style, right?
Right.
And the other thing that's crazy is like with breaking, battling is everything to us. Performing and battling is everything to us. And I think that's why I really loved barbering right away when I got into it, because
They correlate?
yeah, in barbering they have barbering competitions. I didn't even know that was a thing. You go there and you see who can do the fastest fade, who can do the cleanest scissor cut, who can do the coolest pompadour, what kind of styles you got. Yeah, so it's a whole nother world, right? Like it's the same type of vibe, but a whole nother world. People be judging, right? And like it's scary being judged by somebody that you don't know, because like us as b-boys, when we go to a battle, we're being judged, and most of the time I'm getting judged by these two, so you know, I'm glad that they're in my squad.
That plays
yeah.
a big role, eh?
How do you guys like judging? Do you guys like it?
That depends, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I'd always rather be battling. Like I like just to be able to push myself in that sense. But judging's like, you know, someone's got to do it. So if someone asks me and they need someone, I'm always down to, you know.
Doesn't it feel good that like somebody accepts like your decision, you know, on something so important to them?
I think it's more stressful. Like,
It is
so you have a
stressful.
more decision. Yeah.
Med så nogle vinter audio-wise, yeah. So very
That's what it's like for, but like, I actually make these decisions.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I do respect that like people view in my perspective because they made that position or what.
Yeah.
So I would take it seriously, for
Yeah. To like trust you, right?
yeah. You tried my best to make the cause.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
Like we have we have a barbering event coming up real soon here.
Barber
And,
Expo, right?
Yeah, a barbering event, like so Barber Expo. And there will be like hair cutting competitions there. It's just I have been a battler for so long, and I feel like I would do that, but it's so out of the element that I enjoy. Like I love cutting hair, but it's like I like cutting hair when I'm just at work doing it. But to be judged, I don't know if I could be judged on cutting hair, because I'm still not the best, but I still love doing it. You know, so that's the other aspect. So when you guys go to a hair salon or a barbershop, like, what do you think is the one thing that you look for? Okay, what's the one thing that makes you go to a certain shop? I know, like Lance, you just want to be quick and in and out kind of guy, right?
Yeah.
Very simple.
I don't know. For me, it's like I'm just looking to get my hair cut because like it's just unmanageable, right? To the point where I can't really style it the way I want it anymore. Like when I first stepped in here, it was pretty long for my standards, right?
No way.
So yeah, so like I usually just come in just to get it looking good again, right? And there are very few times where I come in with intention. Like for example, I'll let it grow out quite a bit for myself before I'll end up coming in. But like if a competition's coming up or a jam's coming up, I will go in just to get a fresh cut, basically, right? Because looking proper at a jam means a lot to me, right? So that's something that I'll go out of the way for a haircut, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what about you, Gomo? I know you got the long hair.
I've always had like haircuts parties actually. Like, I guess just like a fellow artist to artist, it's kind of like just supporting the OE, you know. If I know my friend does haircutting, then I would support his thing. I already know my friend cooks, I would go support his thing.
Nice.
Just kind of build a community that way.
It's amazing. Damn. I want to be part of your community now, man. You guys talking this way? It's very like welcoming. That's what I've noticed with you guys, you know? It's very like wholesome from an outsider's perspective. Because I've only known Farzam and I've known a few of the like breakers. I've met them, but they're easy to relate to, easy to connect with.
Yeah, actually, when I was in Toronto, I took him to a session with Tech and them, the Tech guys.
Yeah.
So he was just chilling with us, and he's like, "Damn, I've never seen these guys throw themselves like this and hit the floor and
Oh,
get
they're
back
throwing
up."
themselves against the wall. I was like, what?
That's so crazy guys in that crew.
Yeah, man. And the stuff they're doing, like, it was definitely, you know what, my first experience. That was honestly my first experience encountering or experiencing like a break dance session. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so for me, it was like, damn, man, there's an appreciation for the sport.
Bro, it's called breaking, okay?
You're breaking your bones. And so when I was like, yo, this is actually complicated as hell, and the calisthenics and the strength that's required to maintain, like throw your whole body to pull certain moves. All props to you guys, man.
Yeah.
I go in there to the gym, I do a couple squats, and I call it a day, man. You guys are doing fucking handstands. I don't know, man.
Yeah,
Too
it's
intense.
diverse, right? It comes with it's so many different styles of movements. It's not with like one style of movement, right?
No, it's just it's experience too, right? And practice. Like no one started with a handstand, right? Like they just jumped into it. So it's just whatever you do, as long as you're passionate about it and you're putting the time in, you're gonna grow in it, right? So yeah, like those guys have been breaking for years, right? Tech guys. So of course they're gonna be able to do some crazy stuff.
Fair enough. All right, let's call that a break for now. All right, guys, we came back from a cigarette break.
We don't smoke cigarettes because we're b-boys,
We don't endorse it,
but
though.
close enough.
So, yo, like, for me, I don't know you guys' lifestyle. How would you describe it? Like, is there a certain diet you guys are following?
If somebody wanted to get into breaking, let's just say.
Where do I start?
For diet?
No, not for diet, just in general. Where do I start if I want to start breaking?
I think it's I would probably start with a lot of just basic positions.
Okay.
So like working foundation, like you're gonna be working some very simple tops at first, kind of get a feel for it. Your get downs and then your footwork.
Okay.
And then I think like headstand and handstands are pretty good starting points for learning just control over your body and positioning, right? So that's probably where I would start with a lot of kids that like I teach as well.
No.
I don't know. You might have different ones as well, Gomes.
Well, you pretty much, yeah. Just like those like solid foundations, pretty much what you're interested in, Jude, right? Because
Okay.
that should be for yourself, anything.
Yeah.
And then I would just suggest like finding the community as quick as you can, like get to at the spot, and that's really where you start to unlock, like learning from other people, meeting other people, things like that.
Yeah. That's very important. Like, I know a lot of people who will start in a studio, and I don't think that's a bad thing, because like usually they'll have a teacher if he's good, right? But I think the thing that some people get caught up in is only doing the 1 hour of class a week, right? And if you want to grow in anything, like 1 hour a week isn't enough, right? Like, look at you guys. You guys are probably
Within hours, right?
exactly right. So yeah, finding a community, finding those practice spots is huge, because you want to be investing more time into it if it's something you're passionate about or something that you want to grow in, right?
Yeah. If you want to grow, you just got to be around people to do it, right? Do it the best.
It is like we were talking about like the YMCA earlier. It's like us going to the YMCA is what unlocked that, and then like, and that's kind of like how I met Lance, and we're still friends like 20 years later. You know?
Yeah.
Sharing common interests.
Well, I heard you and Lance used to beef though. Come on, tell us about that.
You're up the bars at
Spicy, eh?
I want to see who's the better b-boy right now. Let's go.
with a clipper in your hand.
Yeah. You got to do your breakdance move while you do your haircut.
Yeah. No, I don't. It wasn't beef, but it's like, with anything that's like competitive like that, where you're not only trying to be better than yourself, but you're also trying to be better than like those around you, right? To measure yourself up against them. It was like, Gomo and Bon came in and they were fresh, so I was always like, man, I gotta get better than these guys.
There's always a level of
Right?
competition there.
Yeah.
There has to be. I mean, how else are you gonna get better? And
For sure, but that's good though. Like, you need that, right? Like,
sure.
us pushing each other is also what helped us grow in that, right?
100%. Now look at you guys' relationship, right? You guys had something to share, and you guys went through, I guess, as corny as it sounds, you guys went some hardship, you encountered a situation where you both came out as adults and you know, you were in it for the sport, not for the personal, I guess, side of it. You know what I mean? You're not attacking Gomo personally, or Gomo's not attacking Lance personally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, yeah, it's just like you're matching your skills up against each other, right?
And you're done with it.
Yeah, I know it's hard to hear, but I was just saying, like, in terms of it, at that point, you need that competitive nature, and then it's no longer a personal attack to it. You know, it's not a personal, like, I guess, a personal thing.
Healthy rivalry.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in order for you to want to see someone in that light, there's a certain amount of respect that you're giving them as well, right?
Sure.
Because you see them as someone who's like
Pushing you.
like worthy to try to compete with as well, right? Like you're like, oh man, like they're good, they're dope. Like I wanna be able to take them out. So even if at first it's like negative, like at its core, I view it as a positive because you're giving that person a certain amount of recognition as well, to want to compete against them, right?
Yeah.
So
That's a solid pointer, man. I find that's if you like to correlate that to barbering, it's also we just spoke about this earlier, but it's like once you master like your foundation of your skill, then you have an understanding of like what it takes to get to that next level as well, right? So does that mean like you're working more on your shear work, or does that mean you're working on your marketing aspect of it? And then once you find those people that are pushing themselves and pushing you, you want to be around that environment too. Because I see Farzan, I'm like, bro, you're so talented. You gotta showcase this, right? And then I see for myself, I'm like, bro, I don't have it, but like at least I have him in my, I guess, surrounding to kind of guide me towards that. Whereas he has that strength, and then I have maybe the awareness of social media marketing and such, so I'm able to give him that part.
Yeah, straight up. If it wasn't for you, dude, I would not be making videos on a Sunday. Or is it Monday? It's on a Monday, yeah.
Yeah, exactly,
I'd be
bro.
chilling out, just watching movies, man.
And those things are important. You wanna just surround yourself around the right people, and then just hone in on fundamentals of like whatever you're doing, because then you're just, I don't know, you just.
Yo, another question here, real quick. So what do you think is like the best styles for like movement, like for breaking? What do you think like is the best haircuts that would make you feel better? Like, did you like long hair? Because I knew you had long hair before, right, Gomo?
I did.
You had like, yeah, how was long hair like moving and like doing so much energy, exerted stuff?
It was hard.
Yeah.
I just have long hair because I was just too lazy to get a haircut.
Too lazy.
And
okay.
just like I was putting that money into like traveling kind of thing, and I was pretty broke.
Yeah.
And if I could save that extra $20 for traveling, it came a long way.
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know. For me, like I think it's a personal choice, right? Like again, it goes back to whatever makes you feel good. Like, so you'll make it work. But typically, I like to have my hair a little bit shorter. Yeah, like I feel like if my hair is longer, my hair is not the type where I can style it when it's longer, I feel, but I've never actually tried to either. So I'm just used to having it shorter, right? And feeling like I look good with a shorter haircut. So that's typically what I'll go to.
Oh, and another thing, what do you guys think about ray gun, bro? That's the real question, man. Do you guys like ray gun for Olympics? We're only talking good things, okay, guys? We're not getting canceled, I promise.
Honestly, like,
Yeah, what do you guys think?
I think like when I saw her, I understood what she was trying to do when she was out there, but other people who don't break aren't gonna know that, right? And they can only see it at a certain surface level. But like she had intention, like she had signatures, and other people might not see them as like good or powerful and stuff like that, but that's important in breaking because that's like who you are, that's your creativity as well, right? So like for me that was huge. Like she was a B girl, like she's breaking when she's out there and she's doing her, and at the end of the day, like if that's what we preach, that's also what we have to support, right? So like I honestly, it wasn't even the breaking community that was hard on her. It's the people that watch the breaking jam and don't understand breaking.
That
in-
don't
in
know
my
breaking.
opinion,
Yeah.
right? So, yeah, like that's the way I saw it.
Yeah, I totally agree, man. Like, for us watching, when we know what's going on, we know how to like judge somebody. We know, like, not judge somebody, but like, I guess like give them those, I guess judge them in the sense like, as in like if we were the judges, not in like a critique way. But yeah, she had signatures, she had style, she knew what she was doing. She went there to represent herself and also Australia. But me, like cutting hair, when I get a client in my chair and they're like, "Oh, you breakdance? No way. What do you think about Ray Gun? Doesn't she suck?" And I'm like, "You know what sucks? Your freaking attitude, bro. I'm gonna mess your hair up now." You know, but like, yeah,
It's like ray gun in the back of their head.
yeah. I'm gonna draw a Ray Gun in the back of their.
But yeah, even like the market that you were talking about, I think when the whole Olympics was happening, we were like, we were in the middle of a camp, like in the middle of the Yukon at that time. And for us, we were like super excited watching this, but it was kind of crazy to see like all these people at social media, all of a sudden knew everything about breaking.
Yeah.
And was like making all these like headliner things and talking about like, it's like, yo, who are these people?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of wild.
Fair enough. Well, honestly, man, you guys were great guests. I felt like that conversation just flew by, and I could talk for hours. We learned a lot about breakdancing, hairstyles, and how that coexists or intermingles with breaking as well, like different hairstyles and such. So I think on that note, I think we're pretty good to wrap it up.
Yeah,
How do you
man.
guys feel? You guys are tired or what? I know you've been sitting in the chair for a while, but
Yeah.
sorry.
Thanks again.
Thank you for staying tuned with Beyond the Fade. Give us a like, subscribe, comment, share, all of it, and we'll see you on the next one.
Yeah. Thank
Peace.
you.